Hey, everybody. I have a guest that's coming on the show today. He is actually coming from inside Iran right now with everything that's going on in the world right now. I thought it was really important to get somebody that is on the inside of the country after they had the internet blackouts and everything else that's there. So he agreed to come on, but he's not going to open up his camera for obviously purposes because he doesn't want to conceal his identity. So that's fine. So, without further ado, what's up, man? How you been doing?
Hi, thanks. Thank you for being the voice of us in Iran. I thank you really much. Sorry for my poor English. I'm not really proficient in speaking English, uh, but I followed your news about Iran and I'm really grateful for your work.
I appreciate it. I'm really thankful that you decided to come on the show, man. Really.
I'm really sorry. It's not really safe in here, and uh, the the close people to me are not really safe people. I don't know if you
Yeah.
understand what I mean, but the my friends, my acquaintances, they are not safe people either.
Really. You feel like you can't trust them, is what you're saying?
Uh, there's you can't trust anyone right now in Iran because everyone can be a mercenary for the government, uh, and they can sell you over to the government with a little screenshot or even just your voice. They sell you really cheap, and nowhere is safe, no one is safe.
Yeah.
And right now, the only safe person that people can trust is just King Reza Pahlavi. That's for obvious reasons. He's the only safe person that we Iranians know.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. That is the only name that I seem to hear that comes from the people.
Uh, his father was the previous king of Iran, and the Ayatollahs, the Khomeini, when they came, they, how should I say it? Uh, they really didn't like what the king did for Iran. He did really great things. He made universities in Iran. His father served people really well, and Ayatollahs really didn't like that and wanted a Islamic regime. They wanted this ideology to be spread to the world. I don't know why, but they uh, exiled the king, and now we only know his son, the only person that logically uh, hates.
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, didn't he had two sons, didn't he?
Do you have my voice?
I think the internet is starting to break up.
Do you have my voice?
Yeah, you just came back. You went
Uh,
off for a few seconds there.
yeah, sorry, and the situation of internet is like this,
Yeah, obviously.
unfortunately. Uh, where I was, what I was saying.
You were talking about how the Islamic regime exiled the king.
Yeah, and they exiled the king, and obviously his son is uh, the only person who is safe because he saw his father get exiled and uh, murdered by this regime. So that's logically the only safe option for us Iranians.
Yeah. And he had didn't he have multiple sons?
Uh, I don't think so. I only have heard his name, and I think it's pretty reasonable why ordinary people don't know about his son because they never taught us about that in schools and they never let us know what that actually was like. They didn't like Iranians to know what it was in Pahlavi's era.
Yeah, that's insane, man. You really got to think about that. That's exactly what they would do, huh? Growing up there in the schools, they would erase the entire history of the Shah and everything that happened before the pro-Islamic regime. Is that right?
Yeah, they really filter the history and censor it as they like, and they uh, just say the Islam is right and Muhammad is right. They teach us the history about 1,400 years ago about what Muhammad did, but never uh, truly taught us what it was like in our ancient history, what it was like in real Iranians history. They thought about us about hundreds of years ago in Arabistan or what Arabs did, but not Iranians.
Yeah, that is crazy, man. So you guys never were taught about King Cyrus or any of that?
Not as profoundly as we were thought about Islam. Yes, they say its name, but they not really teach us what the Cyrus the Great did. They never taught us and never said out loud that Cyrus the Great freed Jews. They never thought anything. They just want their ideology to be spread and don't like any other information to be spread.
Yeah, that is insane, man. Because so it's like, because, for people that like live in the United States or outside of a tyrant regime like that, you're so used to having such a vast array of information from different sides that it's almost hard to put yourself, your mindset in a place where you have to really realize that it's so much deeper than them just promoting what they're doing now or the pro regime that's in charge now is that they go back and from the time that you're born, your whole life going up through the schools and everything, they almost completely block out anything that's even happened in the past that's contradictory to what they're saying now. So, as in, for the Persian Empire and Cyrus and all that, that's one of the greatest empires that's ever existed on the planet. So it's kind of crazy to think that they were not only just able to take over this whole country and people, but they actually tried to separate the people themselves from their entire history of everything they've ever been. That is crazy, man.
Yeah, I know. And that's happening.
Yeah, that is wild. So
Uh, Yet, sorry, in the middle of your talk, but the only thing that this regime thought us great, I can say that 100% every Iranian know greatly about that is what Muhammad did, what Quran said, and that's why a lot of not all Iranians, but that's why a lot of Iranians don't like Islam anymore because we experienced it. I myself read Quran translation of it in Persian because obviously we are not Arabs and we don't understand Arabics really well. But as we read Quran and as we read history, we came to conclusion that this isn't right, and there's something wrong in here.
Yeah, that is a powerful conclusion to come to because that's exactly what it is. So that's what I've been hearing too from a lot of other people is that it feels like it's not just a revolution against the specific regime now, but against the idea of Islam reigning over an entire government as well.
Yes, uh, there's. I hear people say if you read Quran, you will like to be a Muslim, and you will like to be coming to Islam. But that's 100% wrong. I experienced it myself. I read Quran myself, and I was Muslim. We all Iranians we born Muslim, literally, because as we born, uh, they write us as Muslim in every documentation in this country. And I started reading, and my friends started reading, uh, and whoever is now against Islam started reading Quran, and that's why we are against Islam.
Yeah. So against Islam because of Islam itself, because of what the Quran itself teaches,
Yes,
not because you've been propagandized or by Jewish Zionist propaganda, like a lot of people that are against the revolution in Iran keep trying to claim that it's not an organic revolution, that the people there don't really want to rebel against it. It's just the Jews and the Americans that are trying to push some sort of narrative to the people.